Good morning, Preps. Nice to see you again this week. I hope that you really enjoyed that book called Windows. What a fantastic story that was about somebody writing about a boy that could only see things out his window. In this current climate that we're in with isolation, it was a really lovely story about what the boy could see out the window. Can you remember what he could see out the window? I think there was a postman he could see. I think his grandfather was tapping on the window and they thought it might have been a bird. And how do you think the boy might have been feeling about the fact that he couldn't go outside? I think he might have been a little bit sad maybe. But it was a lovely, lovely story, and I really liked the music in the background. It was really beautiful. Okay, so today for writing, we are going to write about what you can see out the window when you're home, because it's a difficult time at the moment, and we thought that we might introduce this lovely book about how you're feeling about being at home and doing school at home, and what you can see out your window when you're doing school at home. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my page up like a window. So if I draw a window with 4 spots.
Oh, that looks like my window too.
Yeah, it looks like my window at home as well, Mrs. Ballard. I thought that we might put a picture in each of the window panes. So I was thinking about what I could see at home through my window, and I looked out the window and I could see my 2 dogs. And you know,
what are your dogs' names?
One is called Jack and one is called Rocky, and they absolutely love playing with a ball. So I'm going to attempt to draw he's got a really big nose. See his big ears?
Oh, he has got big ears.
And he's got a great big tail and a bit of a smile on his face. So Rocky's black and white and Jack is brown and white. I don't know whether I've got a brown.
Oh, of course there probably won't be one there.
Yeah, possibly won't. So I'll do him orange.
And we'll pretend he's brown.
They're brothers, so they've both got great big ears and big noses and an eye. And his 4 legs. Oh dear, it's a bit hard. I think
it's a bit crinkly. I think your leaves.
My bungel leaves are making this a little bit difficult to draw. They look a bit werewolfy, actually.
Oh, a bit hyena.
A bit look like a hyena. And they love chasing a ball, so I'm going to do a ball.
Dogs love chasing balls.
Yeah, and the other thing I could see out my window was when the postman came, like the little boy in the book. He can see the postie delivering the post. So my letterbox looks like a house. So I'm going to draw my letterbox because it looks like a house. And then I'm going to attempt to draw the postman. Might do him in green so he stands out with his bike because he comes on his bike. And he's got spokes on his bike. And pedals and some handlebars, and here he is. I'll draw him in a different colour. And he wears a hat because he has to wear a hat in case he falls off his bike.
Oh, exactly. You have to be safe.
And he's putting the letter in the letterbox there, and he's on his bike with his leg, and his hands are on the handlebars there.
Oh, that's fabulous, Mrs. S.
Oh, golly. Wow. Well, so that's what I can see out the postman and the dogs. And sometimes my kids get outside and they've got a basketball ring outside and they like playing basketball. So sometimes out my window I can see them playing basketball. So I might do a basketball ring. And my kids playing basketball and throwing the basketball in the basketball ring. And I might leave that one spare because I'm not going to give you too many ideas about what to draw. I think you should come up with your own ideas. Now, underneath, I'm going to write about what I drew. We're going to use the sentence starter I can see. Now you've done this one before, so this won't be much of a challenge for you. So we always start with a capital letter at the start of the sentence. So it's I, K, A, N, C. And in my picture, I can see my dogs.
And that Y is making the I sound, isn't it?
Does make
That's
the
a
I
tricky
sound.
one.
It is. You have to remember that the Y is making the I sound in my. And dogs is easy. You can sound this one out. It's D, O, G, S. And always at the end of the sentence, we put a full stop. I can see my dogs. The postie or the postman, I can see the.
Oh, what's that digraph, isn't
There's
it?
that digraph. This one's making the sound, so it's the
it's
the
the
vibrating one where you stick your tongue between your teeth and make that vibrating sound. I can see the post, p, O, it's an O sound, st, a, n. I can see the postman.
Do you know, for a challenge, could someone write, I can see out my window?
Okay, let's do a super
Ooh,
challenge for
could we
those
do
people
that?
that want to do a super challenge. I can see. So we start off with what we've done before in the other sentence. I can see out.
Oh, it's a tricky one, isn't
It
it?
is a tricky word because it's the ow sound, the OU, and then the T. So you might be able to find that on your thrust chart. See out my, and that's that I sound again. Window.
Oh, that's a tricky one.
W, I, N, D, D. And then the O sound. We did this the other day, the OW making the O sound. Can't hear the W, but it's definitely there in the O sound. I can see out my window, my, and I'm just going to write kids, because that's what they are. They're kids. K, and that's a K sound, but it's a K making the K sound. So be careful with that one. I, D, S, full stop. I can see out my window my kids. There they are playing basketball. Have a go at the super challenge. I would love it if you did the super challenge, and make sure you post this super challenge on OneNote on Friday for us to have a look at and give you a sticker. I hope you really enjoyed the book called Windows and doing this window writing activity. Have fun, guys. See you soon.